Good day everyone! Today I'll be sharing about the inaugural address of President Jose P Laurel delivered on October 14, 1943 at the Legislative Building in Manila during the Japanese occupation. This was a symbolic moment for the Philippines as Generals Emilio Aguinaldo and Artemio Ricarte hoisted the Philippine flag, publicly displayed for the first time since April 1942, after the Japanese had prohibited its use. Bishop Guerrero then led an invocation, and Laurel proceeded with his inaugural address. The ceremony was marked by a 21-gun salute and about 5 minutes of church bell ringing, reflecting the significance of the occasion in restoring hope and national pride. Before diving into the content, let's briefly discuss what an inaugural address is. An inaugural address is a speech delivered by a leader, often during a formal ceremony, to mark the beginning of their term in office. This speech typically outlines their goals, vision, and priorities for their leadership, aiming to inspire and unify their country and the people. To start our discussion, let's get to know Jose Pasiano Laurel. He was born on March 9, 1891 in Tanaunan, Batangas, Philippines. Laurel earned his law degree from the University of the Philippines and later pursued further studies at Yale University. Over his career, he played several important roles, including President of the Philippines from 1943 to 1945, Vice President, and also Senator in post-war. His legacy includes advocating for Philippine independence and social justice, especially during World War II, and the post-war rebuilding efforts. During the Japanese occupation, Laurel's role as president was highly complex. While he was viewed by some as a puppet under the Japanese control, he worked to protect Filipinos' interests as best he could under the difficult circumstances. His inaugural address was focused on acknowledging support for independence, fostering national unity, outlining priorities for rebuilding, and envisioning a prosperous future for the Philippines. Laurel emphasized the need for unity and cooperation among Filipinos. He urged everyone to stay true to their values and morals to help the nation survive the challenges brought by war. Despite being under Japanese influence, he reminded Filipinos about the importance of independence and self-governance. He also expressed hope for the restoration of peace and stability in the Philippines. The speech touched on several aspects crucial to rebuilding the nation, starting with the economy. Laurel called for centralized control to manage limited resources efficiently. He proposed long-term planning to achieve gradual economic stability and growth. He pushed for reducing unnecessary services and minimizing bureaucracy to make the government more effective in aiding recovery. Social justice was another essential point. Laurel highlighted the duty of the government to serve its people, quoting Andres Bonifacio. He particularly focused on improving the conditions of the lowest paid workers, ensuring their salaries could keep up with the high cost of living, even if this meant sacrifices for higher officials. National unity was a recurring theme in his address. Laurel discouraged the establishment of political parties, which he believed had previously divided the nation. Instead, he promoted unity under a single People's Party to prevent factionalism. He compared this unity to the Filipino family structure, where authority and respect center around the father figure as head of the barangay. Laurel also reminded Filipinos of the importance of national symbols, including the flag, Constitution, national anthem, and the president, as rallying points for unity. These symbols embody the sacrifices made by previous generations and represent the shared aspiration of the Filipino people for a free and strong nation. Although Laurel's speech did not directly mention women in leadership, it encouraged everyone, including women, to participate equally in the nation's rebuilding efforts. His vision for unity and progress included all members of society. Education was presented as a cornerstone for national reconstruction. Laurel emphasized the importance of education in creating a disciplined and unified society. He even proposed uniforms at all levels to foster a sense of equality and national identity. He believed that a well-educated population was crucial to rebuilding the Philippines. Addressing the health and welfare of the people, Laurel advocated for better wages for the lowest paid employees and a simplified government that prioritized citizens' welfare. He saw the government's role as vital in ensuring fair treatment and improving the quality of life for all Filipinos. Lastly, Laurel acknowledged the essential need for food security as part of the nation's survival and growth. By focusing on agricultural development, he aimed to ensure a steady food supply for Filipinos during and after the country's rebuilding phase. To sum up, President Laurel's address was a call for resilience and unity during one of the most challenging times in our Philippine history. He encouraged Filipinos to stay strong, even though the independence they had was incomplete. His words serve as a stepping stone in our country's journey to true freedom, demonstrating his hope for a future where the Philippines could stand as a united and prosperous nation. Thank you for watching. I hope this presentation has given you a deeper insight into the historical significance of President Laurel's speech and his role in guiding the Philippines through a challenging era. Goodbye!